This is the last Thomas and Friends story library book, Rosie. Hello? Sorry, you forgot the page. It was the stormy season on the island of Sodor, and Thomas was busy delivering mail to a far part of the island. At the end of the line, on a farm at the top of the high hill, lived a little girl called Alice. Today was Alice's birthday, and Thomas was going to deliver all her birthday cards and presents. While Thomas was at the station being loaded up, Rosie, a little purple tank engine, pulled up beside him. "Hello, Thomas," puffed Rosie. Her puff was almost exactly like Thomas. Rosie tried to do everything just like Thomas. She tried to wish like him, and she tried to whistle like him. She liked Thomas so much that she wanted to be just like him. Thomas didn't like this. It made him cross. Where are you? Sorry. "Where are you going?" asked Rosie. "It's Alice's birthday," replied Thomas. "I'm taking all her presents to High Farm. I'm going to make sure she gets them all on time." Just then, Harold swooped down. "I'm afraid I've got a storm warning," he whirred. "You had better be careful on those high tracks, Thomas. The winds can cause landslides up there." Thomas didn't want to let Alice down. "High winds don't bother me," he puffed. "Oh, me!" puffed Rosie. "I'll come as your back engine." But Thomas didn't want Rosie to come. "No, thank you. I'll manage on my own." He chuffed and pulled away quickly, but Rosie wouldn't take no for an answer. She cheekily followed after him. Thomas sped along the line to High Farm. His engine was working very hard. The sky grew darker and darker, and soon it was pouring with rain. "Rosie can't follow me now," thought Thomas. "She isn't strong enough." But Thomas was wrong. Rosie was following right behind. She whistled cheerfully. Thomas was very annoyed. When he came to the next junction, Thomas could either take the longer, easier track to High Farm or the shorter and harder track. Thomas knew the longer way was safer, especially in such stormy weather. "I'll take the shorter way," he wished. "Then Rosie won't follow me." Thomas puffed furiously up the steep track as the storm grew stronger and stronger. Thomas was sure Rosie couldn't be behind him now. All of a sudden there was a loud crack. Stones tumbled down the bank in front of Thomas. They covered the track completely. Thomas couldn't go forward. "Cinders and ashes!" he cried. What was Thomas going to do now? He still wanted to deliver Alice's presents, but the track was blocked. "I'll just have to bash my way through," thought Thomas. Soon Thomas was up to his buffers in mud and stones. He tried to push on, but he couldn't. He tried to back out, but he couldn't. Thomas was stuck. Beep, beep. Another engine was coming up the track. It was Rosie. Thomas felt very silly, but he was very glad to see Rosie. "I'll go and get help," she chuffed. "Wait!" puffed Thomas. Please, will you deliver Alice's presents for me? Rosie was very happy that Thomas had asked her to deliver Alice's presents. Of course I will, she chuffed happily. Rosie was soon coupled up to Thomas' trucks. She pulled away and steamed back to the longer, safer track to High Farm. Thomas waited for Rosie to come back. He was very happy Rosie had followed him after all. I couldn't have done it without Rosie's help, chuffed Thomas truthfully. Now we can all celebrate your birthday together. Thomas peeped happily. Rosie peeped too, just like Thomas. And that's the end of Thomas and Friends Story Library.